Okay, ladies, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the menopause belly. One day you look down and think, I didn't order this. And how do I send it back? After the age of 45, our bodies change and we do store fat. Yes, you guessed it, right in our middle. But I've got 3 incredibly, ridiculously simple hacks to fight back. Now, one involves weights, one involves this crazy little disc that I swear I invented, and one involves when you eat and what you prioritize. I promise you, with just 5 minutes a day, you can start flattening your tummy without crunches or starvation. This isn't about willpower. When estrogen drops, your cortisol goes through the bloody roof. Your body basically says, let's store our emergency cake right here. My trick, gentle moves that fire up your core, no crazy HIIT cardio, so we're keeping your hormones balanced and happy, and a simple timing tweak with your meals. So your metabolism is going to work with you, not against you. So let's start with the basics. Muscle equals metabolism and metabolism equals longevity. So if you want to eat cake well into your 70s and 80s and still be able to do up your jeans, you're going to need some muscle. So yes, we've got to lift some weights, but don't worry, you're not going to bulk up like Arnie Schwarzenegger.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Now, when it comes to weights, you do want to pick something that's a little more challenging. I've got weights ranging from 2 kilos up to 5, 10, 15 kilos. But you need to start where you're at. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Now, the very first exercise that I love to do is a very simple dumbbell squat to overhead press. Now, this exercise pretty much uses all your muscles in your body, including your core, your glutes, and your quads. And remember, those are the muscle groups that actually keep us upright. And when we work out our abs, we also flatten our tummy. So, first option, if your knees are happy, we're going to squat back with our dumbbells, and then we are going to lift up and raise our arms up to the sky. Press tall with your weights. We're going to do that 10 times. That's 10 repetitions, and then we'll have a rest, and then you can repeat it. Normally I will do this around about 2 to 4 times, depending on how much time I've got, but I never miss this one. It's brilliant for a full body workout. Now, if you do have knees that don't play nice and they grumble, I want you to sit tall in a sturdy chair, weights at shoulder height, and then do the same. Press overhead and then a slow return. This is still working your arms and core without making your knees grumpy. Okay, my next hack, yes, this is my secret weapon. Looks like a dinner plate, but let me tell you, 2 minutes on this and you'll be serving red hot buns and abs for breakfast. This little secret weapon is going to work your deep core. In fact, it's going to work every single muscle in your body. Let me tell you how to do it. First of all, climb onto your wobble board and feel it. You are going to wobble. Those micro tiny adjustments that your body is trying to make, that's working pretty much every muscle in your core. You are going to stand on your wobble board, and if you can manage it, you're going to try a couple of little squats. Now, it takes some practice and you will wobble, and it's going to feel quite tiring very quickly, but that's the point. It's fun. If you can manage it, grab a dumbbell and hold it out at shoulder height for around about a count of 5, and then rest and then go again. Now, if you really want to make it difficult and you want to test yourself, you can pass a dumbbell hand to hand as I am here, and suddenly, let me tell you, your abs are wide awake. Now remember, if you start to wobble, don't panic. That's all part of it, and that's just your belly fat slinging its hook and packing its bags. Now, if you can't stand, I've got you. Don't worry. Grab that chair again and sit tall. Hold a ball or your dumbbell and gently twist side to side. It feels like nothing until tomorrow, and then you'll feel your abs. Now, my final absolutely non-negotiable hack for a flatter tummy is prioritizing protein and the timing of your food. If you want to aim for around about 30 grams of protein per meal, so load that plate up with protein first, add good fats like avocado or olive oil, and get your fiber in. Now, you're going to get your carbs from veggies or sweet potatoes. My rule is quite simple. I cut out the white stuff. That's pasta, white potatoes, white rice, breads, cakes, pastries. Yes, we're doing that. We're going to do that just for now. Remember, we want a trimmer, flatter belly, and this is how we do it. Now, my personal menopause magic trick is that I do something called 16-8 intermittent fasting. That's simply 16 hours without food, 8 hours eating. Now, honestly, sounds like a lot, but most of the time that you won't be eating, you'll be asleep. It balances blood sugar, it curbs your cravings, and it forces your body to use its own fat for fuel. Now, my favourite way to break my intermittent fasting and have breakfast is with a really good protein-rich smoothie. You could have eggs, but I love this because I just love the flavour of it. So first of all, let's add our milk. So you can have obviously dairy or you can have a nut milk, low carb, really good if you're on a low carb diet. I'm going to add around about 200 mils of that, which is roughly about there. Then I will pile in my strawberries. Now these strawberries are quite ripe, so I figured I'll throw them in my smoothie rather than throw them away. And I'm going to add a good dollop, a good tablespoon of my Greek yogurt. I love Greek yogurt. So that gives it a twang, but it's also going to give you that little bit of good fat, and it's also a bit of a protein hit. Next up, my whey protein. Notice it says mum. I live in a house of boys, and yes, they will nick my protein if I'm not careful. So this is one by a company in the UK called Bulk. One good dollop of that will give me a 22 gram hit of protein. It's got stevia, so it's a really nice, it's got vanilla and stevia, which I love. Now with the creatine, I'm going to add 2 scoops of the creatine, good 2 heap scoops, which is going to give me 5 milligrams of creatine. And then of course the collagen. It's great for your bones, your skin, your joints. It is absolutely brilliant. Obviously it's your connective tissue, good for your muscles, but you do need the vitamin C. So that goes in there. And that is going to give me type 1 and 3 collagen and 14 grams of collagen on that hit. That's everything ready. Just got to give it a quick blast and we're good. How delicious does this look? Let me tell you, it tastes even better. It tastes like vanilla strawberry ice cream and I adore it. You won't feel like you're on a diet. There's no restrictions. We are just pulling back some of those starchy carbs that we know do us no favors, but you will be protecting your muscle by increasing your protein, and we will be shrinking the fluff. So let's recap. 1, dumbbell presses, standing or seated. Number 2, my wobble disc or seated twists. And number 3, protein and a 16-8 eating window. Do them daily and you will see results. I promise you. Ladies, remember, your body after 45 can be fabulous. You are amazing. You can wobble now and wow later. If you enjoyed today's video, remember to subscribe, and I've chosen this video for you next. Until the next one, bye for now.